Hi, this is Sandra from The Source News. Bring to you today some information that's going on in our world. Last night I was woken up around 1 o'clock in the morning, and God showed me this video that I'm going to show you today. Really is really well done. It's called "It Is Beginning." The water just broke. I watched it in my entirety, and I was just really impressed with this man that made this video. And I sent it out to my friends last night after I finished watching it and family members. And now I'm putting it out for you to review because it's something that you need to take a look at. And if you can watch the whole thing, you can truly understand what is going on now with what's going on in the world. If you're not aware, there are so many things going on right now that are simultaneously throughout the world: earthquakes, floods, flash floods, storms, tsunamis, uh, typhoons. So many things going on right now that it is something to make you really wake up and realize that we are really in a bad situation. This earth is really rumbling and angry, and many things are happening, and we want to understand why. And if you watch this first video in its entirety, which I will only show you a little piece of it, and go back and put it on your computer, laptop, phone, and watch it all, it will give you such clarity of things that are happening, why they're happening, and then you have a greater understanding. And the whole purpose of this video that I'm putting out today is for you to hurry up and make your mind up which way you're going to go in this world. Are you going to stay in the world and settle for that? Or are you going to then decide, are you going to give your life to Jesus? Because that's the best thing you could do. All right, so let me just play a little bit of this, and then I'll show you some of the other videos that I also found. Here we go.
Something has changed in the last 10 days. What is happening with all this water? Like, insane. Again, 36-foot river rise in 45 minutes, 400 earthquakes on Mount Rainier alone this week. Floods, earthquakes, earth spinning, volcanoes erupting, Gog amassing. It is the beginning. The water has broken. Listen, our government and the governments of the world know what's coming. Everybody tracking? We'll get into it. Uh, the birth pains, beloved. The birth pains. And if you haven't noticed what's happened in just the last 10 days, the water just broke. Have you ever conceptualized that? It's the breaking of the water because the birth pains are coming. So I couldn't reconcile in my own mind this week this strange global phenomenon of unexplainable deluge afflicting every continent on the face of the earth all at the same time. Are you aware of that? Some people aren't aware because they don't pay attention to this stuff. It is everywhere at the exact same time, all in the exact same week. It's every continent, almost every nation, the earthquakes, the deluge, the inexplicable flooding they can't comprehend. I think 8 different volcanoes began erupting this week. 1,500 earthquakes in Japan, earthquakes in here, earthquakes in there, blah, blah, blah. And then these deluge. I don't know if you've seen the videos. I don't care if it's China, Japan, Romania, Spain, France, Portugal, North America, Central America, South America, Guatemala, Honduras are being wiped out. Iran, Israel, it's all of them. Everywhere on the face of the earth, all in the last 7 days, are experiencing the exact same phenomenon at the exact same time. That is an impossibility. It is a meteorological, earth science based impossibility, unless it's from the hand of the living God. And so I was wrestling this out like this week, like sitting in the Lord's presence about, it's only been 3 days ago now, looking for wisdom and insight, just communing with the Lord and going like, but I don't understand, Lord, but like you said, You said fire, like fire. What's going on with the deluge? Like you said, like the earth. Second Peter 3, that you judged it before with the deluge, but this time you're coming again to judge it with fire, and you're going to melt all the elements. And what is up with all this rain? Like, I get it, God. You said it was like in the days of Noah, but I didn't think it was a rain thing again, or like the fountains of the deep breaking open, the heavens above and the waters below coming on earth. What is happening with all this water? Like, insane. Again, 36-foot river rise in 45 minutes. That's not, you can't account for that rain. In fact, the true meteorologist said we can't account for it. It had to come from up from under the ground, because we can't even account for it on all of our modelings from the atmosphere. It doesn't make sense, right? Okay. So I'm sitting there wrestling all this out, thinking about Second Peter 3. Above all, you must understand that mockers and scoffers will come in the last days, following their own evil desires, and they will say, "Where is this coming that he promised?" Ever since our ancestors died, everything goes on as normal since the beginning of creation, but they deliberately forget. See, it's willful. They know exactly what they're doing. It's like la 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 la. Like it's a willful choice. Everybody knows what's happening right now. It's the church he's speaking to, by the way, that's going to deliberately forget. They deliberately forget.
Okay, I'm just going to give you a little bit of that, but I hope it piques your interest to watch all of it, because he did a great job. And now we're going to go on and take a look at some of the other things that have been going on in the earth.
It's that long.
All right, we got China, massive floods. Let's take a look.
Dear viewers, after days of relentless flooding, many regions across China are still struggling in the aftermath. While the rain has eased in some areas, the scars left behind remain deep and painful. Provinces like Guizhou, Sichuan, Yunnan, Henan, and Liaoning are still clawing their way back from the devastation. In Guizhou, floodwaters have receded from the main streets of Rongjiang County, but hundreds of families still cannot return home. Thick mud.
All right, we got China.
Scattered debris.
All right, now we're going to take a look over here in Alaska. 4 days ago now. Check this out.
Summer is my favorite time of year. As the days grow long and the temperatures rise, it's the perfect opportunity to refresh your home.
Is that the recent earthquake off Sandpoint yesterday marked the fifth magnitude 7 or greater earthquake in roughly the same area since 2020, highlighting a significant and ongoing period of heightened seismicity in the region.
So we have Alaska, and then just today we have 5 earthquakes that have hit in Russia. Take a look. Right. Then we also have in America, we have Yellowstone, the 4.9 earthquake that erupted there. Let's take a look.
Choice Hotels Rewards Program
Sorry for the
makes it easy for you to earn
ads.
points to maximize any vacation. As
In one of the most alarming geological episodes in the past 2 decades, scientists from the United States Geological Survey, USGS, were once again shocked by intense activity beneath the surface of Yellowstone National Park. Hundreds of earthquakes were recorded. Magma movement was detected. A massive eruption from Steamboat Geyser occurred without warning, and a new crater suddenly appeared, all in less than 36 hours. This phenomenon has devastated and transformed parts of the Yellowstone landscape that had previously been considered relatively stable. From Wednesday night to Thursday morning, more than 460 earthquakes shook the Norris Geyser Basin and other active zones around the Yellowstone caldera. This activity is considered extraordinary by seismologists, with some quakes reaching magnitudes of 4.9 and depths suggestive of volcanic.
Just a little bit of what I was able to find for today, but there's so many things going. Like I live in California, and they just recently found a new fault over Concord, California. They're already looking at the cracks that are in Southern California of all the faults that are down there, the San Andreas Fault. So there's so much going on. You look at the East Coast, they're getting inundated with water from New Jersey, New York City flooded. Uh, we have also Florida. Then we had storms in Las Vegas, New Mexico, Texas. Texas is beginning really hit hard with storms of water, tremendous water. So there's something going on. And if you listen to the first video I put on this, you'll understand what is going on. Folks, we are in judgment. God is judging this world. He is tired of all the evil doing in this world. And now he has taken over to cleanse it, to take care of it, to make people wake up, to make people understand this is not going to, he's not going to allow this to continue. So that's why I put this video out today for you guys to really listen to the first video, take a look at what's going on in our world all around. There's so many videos out there that this would be too long. But I just wanted to give you a little highlight so that you can understand, because a lot of times you're just sitting in your house working, doing your little thing, and you're not paying attention to what's going on in the world. And I want you to wake up and understand that if you don't yet know Jesus, it's time for you to decide if you're going to have your life, give your life to Jesus, or you're going to stay in the world and suffer the consequences of what's coming, because we're in it. Like he said, we are in the birth pains, and eventually that child will be born, and then we're going to end up into the tribulation. So just watch it, please, and wake up, give your life to the Lord, and thank you for watching.